How you guys doing? This is very important. Don't forget what the Royal Protocol is in reference to my identity and who I am and who my parents are. The Royal Protocol in the media is in all media productions from the studios. You guys understand that, right? It's in music videos, news broadcasts, TV shows, films, and documentaries, and it's even in training films in the military in America. It's in training films in reference to probably law enforcement. It's in training films in reference to political things in some ways, meaning in reference to the Satellite Man is making me burp. I had a banana split milkshake. Anything's more important. But don't forget, the Royal Protocol of my identity and who my parents are and what I'm the owner of is in all the studios, all the major motion picture studios, all the news networks. So in reference to, if you just think of another actor or another, like say for instance Clint Eastwood, Jack Nicholson, or Leonardo DiCaprio, or any of the other actors or entertainers, or TV shows of other females or male actors. The Royal Protocol of my identity is in every single one of those films. It's in every film of every actor and every actress in Hollywood that comes from any of the studios. Otherwise, it won't be distributed. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in movie theaters. It's to protect my ownership and my status and my position in the media over anybody else's. It's not the executives' identities. It's my identity. My birthmarks, beauty marks, and scars that I had when my parents was alive. Reference to, the documentation. Reference to anybody trying to damage things or trying to scar my anatomy, those won't make it into the Royal Protocol either. So in reference to whether you're a white actor, a black actor, a white actress, a black actress, an Asian actor, a Latino actor, a Mexican actor, a Canadian actor, or anything in reference to American theaters, American movies that are filmed at any of the studios or that are on any of the major motion picture websites or films or TV programs, every single one of them has a Royal Protocol of my identity in them. Otherwise, it wouldn't make it on TV because it protects what I'm the owner of, which is a larger and bigger career than anybody else's career. Because I'm the owner of the studios, I'm the owner of the land, I'm the owner of the companies. That doesn't mean that some actors or entertainers wouldn't become multi-millionaires or even billionaires over a period of time or something. This is about my identity, my protection, my wealth, my land, my parents, and my parents' estates, and the companies and businesses, and other things, other types of businesses and companies, gas stations, grocery stores. The Royal Protocol of my identity is in other people's films. And it's supposed to be if they're films that come from the studios, films that come from the news, major motion picture network. Get myself in my mouth. Which is, every time I stutter, it's a lawsuit. It's a lawsuit against the government and the satellite controllers every single time. Don't try to edit that out. It goes on the record as them messing with my mouth and damaging my teeth, which means it's immediate lawsuits automatically every time they try to make me stutter. No matter what. Or every time they're hitting me in the face or the eyes or the nose or anything. So, in reference to, any actor, any music videos, any rock and roll, R&B, hip-hop, pop music, types of music where, people are seen or dancing, or certain other types of documentaries of films. Royal Protocol is in all of them. In reference to who I am and what I'm the owner of, and the studios and who my parents are. It's in everything. So in reference to any actors or actresses or any executive conspiring against me, they're going to have to go to court. Or any singer or performer of any kind, they're going to have to go to court. The Royal Protocol of My Identity is in everything from those studios. In reference to my mother and father's studios, my grandparents' studios. It's even in newspapers too. So anybody in the media conspiring with criminals in government or conspiring with anybody, everybody would be caught red-handed because the Royal Protocol of My Identity is in the media. And these people trying to slander my character because they're trying to steal the studios, and it's my mother and father's studios that made a lot of these people rich. You guys understand that, right? And I'm the owner of the studios, and I'm the owner of the companies of my mother and father and grandparents. So in reference to anybody trying to, like they're turning around trying to bite me, and somebody will say something stupid like, oh, don't bite the hand that feeds you, that kind of shit. Well, I'm the owner of the studios, and it's the accounting department of my studios that my mother and father own that pays the celebrities. So anybody conspiring against me can get blackballed, and they can get prosecuted, and they can go to court. And some of them could end up in prison for the rest of their lives. So somebody'd say, remember that. And there's some dumbass man that always tries to communicate that shit, claiming he tried to claim he thought he owned my parents or something. When he worked for my mother and father, he worked for my father's studios before. My father paid him a lot of money. And he was a real asshole. He probably still is. And he's one of the satellite controllers too. See, some people think Frank Sinatra is one of the satellite controllers. And Frank was paid in full back in the 60s. Right? My father wrote on the check, don't ever ask for another thing ever again. So my father overpaid him. And he sold his copyrights because Frank was having financial problems or something. And then Frank was one of the people that kidnapped me several times after my father had gotten murdered, and my father was frozen. And Frank is one of the people that's holding me hostage with his criminals in Indiana. I'm not related to Frank Sinatra, not never, won't ever be either. And in reference to people saying don't bite the hand that feeds you, don't misrepresent who owns the companies. And my parents made a lot of people famous. Don't forget the people that my parents discovered as what they call in Hollywood and helped their careers. Don't forget that. And don't forget the whining and dining or the grooming of celebrities that my father and mother did for people that got into Hollywood and had people that had talent that my parents discovered. Don't ever forget that. My parents was very friendly and very nice and wonderful people. So in reference to people disrespecting me or disrespecting my parents, it's court cases against people. And in reference to the activities of people playing their satellite games or burning on me or claiming they didn't know who I am, or people blocking me from living my life or blocking me from having friends, and people trying to slander my character, or people blocking me from having a girlfriend, people need to go into court. I'm not playing tricks with nobody. I don't get into people's lives. If people try to trespass into my life, they're thieves, they're murderers, or they're assassins, or they're criminals. And don't forget the Royal Protocol's in all media in reference to the companies of my mother and father, and which I'm the owner of the estates of my parents. So in reference to people trying to pretend like they didn't know what it means, that could be court cases too. Royal Protocol of My Identity is in the media, and it's in many different forms of media. It's not just in the movies that I'm in reference to the productions of films that I'm in. It's in all the studio films, all the studio TV shows, all the studio music videos, It's in all the studio newspapers. Always. Anybody got a problem with it? You can get blackballed, and you can be replaced with somebody else that understands the documents. Royal Protocol of my identity is forever. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates and companies forever, whether anybody likes it or not.